Hey guys, this is Stefan McMillan.
And Justin Watson.
And you're listening to episode 10 of Exposure, a half-hour sit-down with some of online's newest and exciting content creators.
And today we have a special guest, TheElijahTalk.
And let's start the show. Oh my gosh. Hey, Exposure fans. Can you believe we're on episode 10 of the show?
I can. It's surprising. Just 10 episodes, man. That's what, 10 weeks we've been at it? Allegedly?
Yep. Yeah. Well, this has been an interesting journey, but it's just getting started. We just began doing episodes twice a week now, Wednesdays and Fridays. And to celebrate, we have two new segments, Ask Stefan and Movie Time.
And guys, let's get started with Ask Stefan.
If you got some questions and you need some answers, ask Stefan, ask Stefan. No matter what it is, you'll be so happy prepared. Ask Stefan, from relationships to how to shake your hips. Ask Stefan, he's a real cool guy.
I want to say thanks to my friend Simp7 for that awesome theme song that you just heard. So let's get started with the first question.
Well, here we have a letter. All right. From Reddit. All right. I'm going to read it from the website because it has proper. I don't mind reading it. Hey. Hi, everyone. So yesterday, my girlfriend and I noticed that someone had vomited inside our garbage can and on the garage door. Inside our garage and on the garage door. We noticed because when the door opened, vomit was raining down from the bottom of the garage door. It is a 3-car shared garage for our apartment building. Given the way the garage is set up, it only could have been our neighbor who vomited. We thought about just reporting it to the leasing office, but decided against doing it because giving the culprit a chance to clean it. Doing that before giving the culprit a chance to clean it. So I put a sign on the door of the apartment building saying, to whomever vomited in the garage, please clean up your mess. Thank you. Yes, this sign was a bit passive-aggressive, but nothing too bad. We heard our neighbor come home, and my girlfriend looked out the peephole and saw him leaving and coming back in with paper towels. So we thought, okay, cool. He cleaned it. All is good. This morning, I moved my car back into the garage. I noticed something taped to our storage room door in the garage. It was the note I had left on the door. Annoying, but it could just be a sign of, hey, I took care of it. I looked at the garage door and there's a clump of vomit in the garage door track. There are also now tons of ants all over that area of the garage. So, what should my girlfriend and I do next? Another note will likely escalate things, since the vomit is technically a health risk and it is drawing ants to the garage. Should we report it to the leasing office and not mention who we assume/know did it? Should we do something different? Thanks.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for picking such a gross story, Justin.
What, you don't be eating vomit for dinner?
No, I don't actually. But I was going to ask, did they know who? Did they suspect anybody that vomited on the garage?
Yeah, they think it's the neighbor. They think they pinpointed the neighbor. I don't think they know for sure.
Right.
But they did see someone with paper towel, and they noticed it was attempted to be cleaned up later.
Right. So I just feel like since they can't exactly pinpoint who it was, they didn't see them do it themselves, I would just avoid the trouble and clean it up yourself. Honestly, it obviously was one incident. Don't make a big deal about it. If it's becomes a habit, then report it to the leasing officer, like you said the first time.
I'm curious, is there no maintenance? I mean, here in my building, we would just call maintenance and then that would be it. There's no groundskeeper or something for the common areas.
Right. Well, I guess apparently not. I feel like they would have taken care of that.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like another note. Yeah, I think it would escalate things because it's just like nitpicking. I mean, I get it, but it comes to a point where it's like, if it's a really bad problem, clean it, right? Clean it yourself. I understand it is what it is, right? I'm not saying that it's not disgusting or anything. Clean it yourself and then give a note. Be like, if this ever happened again, it's going to get real. You're going to get the hands. Full circle or what, people?
So yeah, just clean it up yourself this one time and then leave a note afterwards. If it happens again, don't say you'll get those hands because I don't know. I think that's the wrong thing to do. But report it, and I feel like whoever you report it to will be able to find out who's doing it.
And I honestly don't think a note is passive aggressive.
No.
I feel like that's very direct. I mean, maybe he doesn't know who put it, but apparently they did because they put it on your door. So, which means you're probably those type of people. If they already knew it was you, you're probably those type of people. I'm just saying. And we all know those people.
Yeah, we do.
I feel like if there's no third party to come clean it yourself.
Yeah.
And if it happens again, then it does escalate. Either you give him the hands or you put it in the hands of the leasing office.
That's our final stance. Clean it yourself, and then if it happens again, report it.
Or you know what you could do? The next time they're having a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is passive aggressive. The next time they're having a party, right? You go to their bathroom. You throw up on everything, everywhere. Or, you can just throw up you can put a whole bunch of toilet tissue in the toilet, throw up in the toilet, flush it, and then walk out and be like, and then you look and you go straight up to him, right? And you give him the Miss Foxy head tilt, and then you keep it pushing.
That's not passive aggressive. That's petty. And you don't know it was actually that person, so you could have just ruined their bathroom for no reason.
It was that person. Who goes to the garage with paper towel? And really, who cleans anything in the garage with paper towel? Like, we got to get on the neighbor a little bit too. Really? Paper towel? What do you clean in the garage with paper towel? This ain't the kitchen. Get out of here. With your drunk self, because you probably was drunk. And what are you even doing near the garage when you're drunk?
I don't know. Do you do weird things when you're drunk?
I don't drink.
Oh.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't curse. I might as well move to the Covenant.
Mm.
Because.
Yeah, I slur when I drink. I say racial slurs.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so thanks to whoever sent that letter. Hopefully that advice was helpful for you. And if you guys want some more wonderful advice, send it on over to slowlistnetwork@gmail.com. Or visit our blog, exposurepodcast.blogspot.com.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
So everybody loves online shopping, and everyone pretty much loves Amazon. I know I do. It's so convenient and easy to use. Well, now you can do your regular shopping and support Exposure by using our affiliate link. That's j.mp/slowlist. Use our link and just shop as you usually would. It's free, easy, and you'll be helping out the show. That's j.mp/slowlist. That's SLWLIST.
Hi ho, folks. This is Turwinkle of the Adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage, at youtube.com/PalmerBomber1, and you're listening to Exposure.
And we're back with our guest, the very funny Elijah from Elijah Talks. Thanks for coming.
Anytime. Glad to be here.
So let's talk about what inspired you to get started on YouTube.
Well, at first, I did magic videos on a channel called Elijah's Magic because I was really into magic at the time, and I don't know, I really loved to do it. And then I started watching like SourceFed. So I opened a new channel called, actually it was before SourceFed was a thing. It was just the Philip DeFranco show that I used to watch. And I did essentially what SourceFed did before SourceFed was a thing. And then I started watching Ryan Higa, and all those like vloggers, and I was like, I can do that. I can be funny and talk to a camera. And so I started doing vlogs and eventually moved on to skits, and then I went back to doing vlogs again.
And now the magic, because that's like, I mean, there are some YouTubers that do magic, but is it a hard niche to be in?
Yeah. Starting off, it's really hard. That's why I kind of quit the magic thing on the channel, on my old channel. But I do it now sometimes on this channel whenever I feel like it's appropriate. Like I just tried to do 31 Days of Magic on my channel. And that didn't go so well. I lost like 300 subscribers, and my hard drive got formatted. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stop this. So, but it's a hard niche for people to catch on to because it's not interactive with them. It's like seeing magic is very different from experiencing it.
Okay. So, and well, with a loss like that, what is your plan to like, I guess, recover from that type of loss?
You know, if I knew that question, the answer to that question, I'm just gonna keep doing my harder work and probably just do some really trendy, relatable videos like how to get a guy to like you, or that's it. That's the only good videos. He says with sarcasm.
I noticed that you got picked for Least Bugs reacting to your videos. How was that?
So it was super shocking for me because I kind of got home from whatever I was doing. No, I woke up from a nap, and then I just hop on Twitter and just see one tweet notification before like my Twitter got flooded. It was just like one word, congrats. And I'm like, what's happening here? What is this person talking about? And then like it floods and I just see a thumbnail of me and Liz Bug, and I'm like, oh shiz, that's what? And so that was it was really cool. It was really cool.
A bunch of YouTubers, Shane, Joey. Does Tyler have a book? No, right? I don't know.
Connor.
Yeah, Connor. Would you plan on writing a book?
Okay, so that actually that's something that's been on my mind for a while because I actually do like to write. Like it's like one of my third favorite things under video making and magic. I love to write. I have like a bunch of novels like already started and I just never got to it. So like I really do want to release a book, but not like what people are releasing. They're releasing non-fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to release fiction, like, right? That's the way it works. Not real fiction. I don't know. I didn't pass third grade English.
No, fiction's fake. Non-fiction's real.
Yeah, because backwards. I still don't know why they did that. It's stupid. But anyways, yeah, I just want to write fiction. Like, I want to be more of a John Green writer than anything. But I think being big definitely helps that. Being small and then trying to release it isn't as like obtainable, I guess you could say.
And what would you say is like, since we're talking about some things that are difficult, what would you say is like the worst part of doing YouTube?
The worst part of doing YouTube is getting noticed. Nowadays, you have to be, I don't want to sound like, I'm going to say it anyways because I really don't care, but you have to be like attractive. It's not all about creativity anymore. It's about who you know. It's more like the acting business now than it is like a YouTube thing where you actually make good content, put it on there, people find it, and then that is how it works. Like making content as a small creator is harder to get noticed just because YouTube pretty much pushes you down into the search results, and it sucks. And that's probably the hardest thing, is to get noticed on YouTube.
I agree. What's one of the best comments you've ever received?
The best comments I've ever received, usually, actually, it's best comment I've ever received was, I don't probably from Lizbug, that my content was good and I'm actually too good for the internet, which made me feel good on the inside, because I don't want to just be on the internet. Like, I want to go farther than the internet. Like, I do want to act, and I want to do magic shows and stuff like that. I just want to do what I love, and that's performing. So anything to get there. YouTube is kind of my stepping stone, but I'll still probably always do it. Yeah, but people are super nice on my channel. I haven't really got any mean, negative things, so it's mostly all positive on this side so far.
So what are some of your like goals for YouTube this year?
My main goal is to hit 10K subscribers. I'm halfway there. I feel like I can do it. I'm putting that positive thought out there that I can do it, and I'm gonna do it. So that's a thing. And I don't know, collaborate with some of my good friends. That's really it. I don't know. I'm very scarce for goals. I just have one goal, and that's to make it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there. Well, not almost anything. Well, almost anything.
What are like some of your YouTube inspirations?
For inspirations, Philip DeFranco. He's the reason why I started my channel in the first place, so I have to give most props to him. Smosh would be a person. Pretty much like the old school YouTubers. Shane, I didn't really watch that much, but I started to watch a little bit more. Who else? Nathan, the third Pew, he's a newer person, but I really respect him.
He grew pretty fast.
Oh yeah, he did. He exploded. I'm very glad I know him too, but it's very good for him. He's doing really well. That's pretty much it. I would say that's like my top.
Well, what about outside of YouTube, like TV shows, movies?
Robert Downey Jr. has always been a inspiration for me, acting wise, magician wise. This guy named Mike Super, he's the reason why I got into magic. Actually, when I was like 6, I went to this booking convention, and he was there, and I was like memorized for like an hour, or what felt like an hour to a 6-year-old. And then I was like, give me a magic kit. And my grandparents got me a magic kit. And then on the ride back home, we took a train home. There was actually a college magician that was sitting like right next to us. And he was like, here, I'm going to help you. And my grandpa was like, okay. And so never stopped after that. Other inspirations, the Beatles. I heavily listen to music. I really love the Beatles. That's just positive attitude, I guess you could put into that. My mentor, Sean, he's the reason why I have such a sense of humor. I don't know how to describe my sense of humor. Messed up, maybe? Unique, even? So yeah, I think that's like most of the people. And my family, obviously. Very much my family. My grandparents, mostly. They're the reason why I like do anything that I do. In line, like, anything they would approve, anything else that they wouldn't approve, it's my mentor.
How do you feel about Viners?
Okay, so I actually respect people who can do Vine. Okay, let me take that back. I respect people who can make good Vines, I respect people who can make good Vines, because 6 seconds is not a lot of time to tell a story. And it's all about the storytelling for me. If you can tell a story in 6 seconds, you're just as good as any YouTuber that I know. That's my personal preference. But a lot of these famous Viners aren't really doing it because they're good. It's because the market right now for YouTube is like 14-year-olds. And if you're attracted to a 14-year-old, congratulations, you're famous.
Are you part of a network?
I'm part of Maker Gen at this point. It's like a lower thing of the regular Maker.
Okay. Do you think they're worth the cut?
I think they're not bad. I would recommend them. I would wait. Though, if anybody's gonna join like a network, I would wait till at least 10K to get a good cut. My friend just got an 80-20% split, which he gets 80% of the revenue in the revenue and the other person gets 20. I have like a 70-30 because I actually just renewed my contract. But definitely wait until you get to 10K or more even. It splits it up more later if you're not making enough money anyway. So what's the point of going with somebody that promises you more money? But it doesn't really help until you're big. They honestly, like, nobody's going to tell you this because nobody wants to tell you this, especially the networks, is that networks won't give a shit about, I'm sorry if I don't know if I can curse on
Yeah,
here.
you can curse.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. They don't give a shit, like, about you until you're at least, like, bigger. Like, you have to get at least, for Maker to be put up into the next tier, like the actual Maker, you have to get, 300,000 views a month to, like, get an agent and stuff like that. So you have to be big for you to be important, essentially. But there's some things that small people can get into, and it's very helpful for them. Big Frame picked up my friend. He's not even at 10K yet, but they're super sweet to him. So it all depends, like, who you are with, and if they contact you, that's the most important thing. Don't contact them, let them contact you.
And speaking of locations, I mean, not locations, big places, I'm not sure where you live, but do you think it's impacting the success of your channel in any way?
See, that's yes and no. I live in Connecticut at this point in time, but I'm moving to California, like LA area in July, like in a month or so, with a bunch of other YouTubers. So that's super exciting, and I also think it's like there's nobody around here that I can like collaborate with or make videos together with to further my career. So that's like the one thing that I would say, that it's definitely dependent on where you live to not to make good content, but to put yourself out there and like meet more people. Especially in LA, there's so many YouTubers that are moving to LA. I know like a lot of people just graduated, so they're just like up and moving because they can to LA. And with the YouTubers taking over, there are going to be a lot of people in California area very soon, and that's like the place to be for like anything right now. So it kind of does impact, but it doesn't really at the same time, because I know people who got to like 100K and never like touched LA soil. Well, okay, maybe VidCon, but like never lived in LA. So it doesn't really matter where you're from. It matters like sometimes it matters who you're friends with or you make and stuff like that.
And so moving to LA, big step, working with people. So what would be your idea of being a successful YouTuber?
My idea to be a successful YouTuber, just to be a successful YouTuber, you obviously have to have the numbers. Numbers are the most important thing, even though you're going to say, oh, no, they're not important to me. I'll never think about numbers. YouTube revolves around numbers. And as long as you have at least like 50K, like people start taking you seriously at 10K. Barely starting to take you seriously at 10K. And like that sucks, because I see so many small YouTubers that deserve the recognition that they don't get. And they have like 2 or 1K or like 5K. It's all about the numbers. You need to be a certain thing. I don't think it should be about the numbers. It should be about your content and how well you do it. But it sucks that it has to be down to numbers. I know, like, I was talking to some big YouTuber. I won't name names. I was at Playlist, and he figured out how many subs I had, and he like kind of just dissed me, and it was yeah. So it was pretty messed up, but yeah, like when they don't see you have a good following, you become less of a connection and just another fan.
Yeah, and I don't know why some YouTubers do that times. I am new to YouTube, and I never watched a video on YouTube at all. Why should I subscribe to your channel?
Because I'm the best. No, I have a good channel. I post every week. Oh, I post every week. I haven't like stopped posting since I actually started this channel, which seems ridiculous, but 3 years later, still going. Just come watch and enjoy. If you don't like my content, then, you know, that's your opinion, and it's wrong, but it's your opinion. No, just like, if you like it, whoop-de-doo. If you don't like it, that's all right. Just comment down below why you don't like it. Give me some feedback. That's like the most thing I hate is people not giving feedback. But do it. You'll love the channel. I promise.
Okay, and the next one is, if you could have a YouTuber's login for 24 hours, you can do something nice or something mean. It could be a channel you love or a channel you hate. Who would you pick and what would you do?
Obviously, I would go to Tyler Oakley's video channel. I'd go to his channel, make a really good video, like one of the best videos I've ever made, and just put it there. And, like, sign off and never touch it just to see what happens. Like, not even mention my name or anything. Just upload it and see what happens. I think that'd just be the funniest experiment ever. Like, if somebody actually found who I was out of that, I probably wouldn't gain anything, but I just think it'd be a really funny experiment to try.
I'm pretty sure someone would be like, "Hey, this is this guy" in the comments.
Yeah, but you know, still, like it'd still be like interesting to see like how like what would I gain from it, or like if I'd gain anything or gain nothing at all. You know, I'm gonna call Tyler and actually try that out because it looks sick. So I'm gonna try that.
Why don't YouTubers do that though? Like, that would be kind of cool. Like, you just go and see a new video and it's not them. It's just some random YouTuber. That would be kind of cool.
I want to do that. Like when I get bigger, like I want to like plug, as long as they like, you're a good channel. Like I respect your content. Like I want to make videos. That's what I want to do. Like I want people to make videos and I want to make videos. Like if I get to like a million subscribers, would I go and collab with somebody that's really good content and has 5,000 subscribers? Of course I would. I mean, it doesn't really matter about the subscribers as long as they have good content of them and like uploading consistently. You know, I'd love to help them, and I wish it was like that for every YouTuber. But it's not. Like Liz Bug, she's doing amazing. She's doing like the reacting to channels, which her poll is like 3K shout out. And that's amazing. Like it would have took me at least another odd X amount of days to get to 5K without her.
All right, thank you so much, Elijah, for joining us today.
Anytime, glad to be here.
All right, so we'll be right back with another word of the week.
And guys, this week we have a actual word, not a phrase this time, but here it is. It is called Kidcessory. And what Kidcessory means is a child had by a celebrity just for their attention, usually given a bizarre name because who cares what the child has to go through growing up, they're just a Kidcessory. And the example sentence is, did you hear? Kim Ye had a Kidcessory and named it Northwest.
Or like, Mariah and Nick had two Kidcessories named Moroccan. What's the name? I don't know.
Monroe and Moroccan. And you barely ever see them, so I don't get the point you're trying to make. You see Northwest everywhere, don't you? And you see Blue Ivy on every song, don't you?
Well, when you're big, you're big. So.
I mean, you started the shade off. I mean, you wanted to start it, I'll finish it.
Oh, did you finish it?
I did finish it.
Anyway, next.
Is there anything to say now? I mean, you just mad you wasn't a Kidcessory.
I wasn't, but I've always considered if I did have a kid that they would definitely be somewhat of an accessory. I would obviously take care of them, but, you know, you gotta show them off. Show them off.
Hang them around your neck.
Mm-hmm. So my kid is obviously going to be adorable.
That's what they all say until they're born. But anyway, that was the word of the week.
All right, guys, that was our show. Thanks for listening. You can check us out on Slowlist Network at slwnework@gmail.com and on our new blog, Exposure, expsr.blogspot.com.
And guys, you can follow us on Twitter at Exposure Show and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/exposurepod, the Exposure POD. Please check out our guest Elijah and our channel on YouTube, TheElijahTalk. And if you want to be a guest, please always go to our blog, exposurepod podcast.blogspot.com. Click Be a Guest and fill out the form. And guys, we will see you on the next episode of
Exposure.
We should do Britney Spears. Exposure.